Welcome back to LoveMyProvider TV. My name is Sarah Gershfeld, the founder of LoveMyProvider, and I'm really excited today because we have some really wonderful providers in store for you. So if you don't remember and you haven't seen our segment before, LoveMyProvider TV is here to really remind families of the amazing providers that we have out there working with our families. So we're looking for exceptional providers who are really recreating the way people get services, thinking outside of the box and doing things that are outside of the norm. So we have with us today Spectrum Labs, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So why don't you guys go ahead and tell us a little bit about what Spectrum Labs is.
All right, hello. I'm Jason Weissbrod from Spectrum Laboratory. Right here we have
Garth Herberg.
And it's a music and film program. I run the film program, and Garth runs the music program. We just started up this year, and we've had one session so far, and it's been going awesome, and we're about to start our second session up.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about the type of individuals that are in your program. What do they look like? Where do they come from? What do they do when they're there?
A bunch of our students are anywhere from the ages of 14 until we kind of have question marks. We're just letting it go. We're not putting an age limit on it. A lot of our students are very interested in music, songwriting, music production, recording. We did some recording and some live studio sessions, and we created a CD, which Garth wants to show off.
This was our first session that finished in May of this year, and we got this beautiful record right here, Jamboree, that we made. For the second session, we're actually going to be extending the age range that we're working with. We're trying to start up a youth class, so we may be working with students that are
ages 8 to 13.
8 to 13.
So, and that's going to be a music and film combination. So a lot of our students are either interested in music or acting, film production, what it's like to be on a set. So for a lot of the songs, we created music videos. And we also created short films. So people are interested in writing scripts. They sit down with us. We meet up at Starbucks or something like that sometimes with our students, and we write out a script and we go shoot it, location, or where we teach classes. We utilize a classroom, we put up green screens, and we shoot and we create original works. And we like to call our students artists with autism because they're really interested in the entertainment field. And what's something we do that we love to do is, I'm a filmmaker, Garth is a musician, so we bring in our friends. We bring in fellow entertainment professionals who are making a living being artists out there in music and film, and we work together with them and create songs and create movies, and we just have a blast doing it.
Yeah, so. And when you gave me the CD, I have to admit, I looked at it and I thought, okay, there's a lot of music programs out there, and there's a lot of arts programs out there for people with disabilities. And I popped it into my car when I was driving, and it was just so much fun. And it was, the lyrics were amazing, the musicality was great. And I think just talking about it doesn't do it justice. So if, with your permission, I'd love to show one of the videos to our viewers.
Please.
And we picked a couple, and I think one of my favorite ones was Big Mouth. So yeah, that was
Dominique Brown.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about who was in it and kind of what to expect.
Writing it.
Dominique is he's a real songsmith. He came to us when he was 17. And he's just one of those artists that is capable of sitting down and writing a complete song start to finish in 10, 20 minutes. So I think that particular song, he wrote several in class, but that particular song came from just him kind of responding to the environment, some of the people that were in his life. And I think we did an improvisation in class, and he came up with that melody on the spot. And we all
came
liked
in,
it.
It was like, big mouth, and we were all like, well, this is so catchy.
So
awesome.
we played along, and he finished the song pretty fast and nailed it in the studio. I think we tracked his singing in maybe 3 or 4 takes. And I got to do all the arranging and put the instruments in. And I should mention that we worked with the amazing Bob DeMarco. He's got a fantastic studio in Camarillo, and was so kind to help us mix and master this record with very little time.
Yeah,
so,
let's take a little look at it, and then you can tell us about more of the pieces.
All right.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did, and we'll be right back to talk about a little bit about more of this.
Man, we can't hang out with you anymore.
We've been friends for a long time. We gotta say something.
What's up?
Your girl's got a big mouth.
What do you mean my girl's got a big mouth?
Look, there she comes.
Let's get out of here, George.
Hey guys, where are you going? I thought we were you
Hey, what's up? So I was just wondering, I went to the mall and I saw these really cool Nike shoes that were red, blue, pink, and I saw Bob there and he was looking at these pink and gray shoes. I was like, oh my gosh, you're looking at gray shoes? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh no. You know why?
She's a big mouth, stuck inside of my head. She's a big mouth, I'm too scared to come out of bed. She's a big mouth, I'm too scared to come out of bed. Blah, 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 blah.
Rattlesnake.
She's wasting all of my time. I want her out of my life. Always getting on my nerves. Why did I ever date this girl? She's a big mouth, stuck inside of my head. She's a
But like,
big
yeah.
mouth,
And when I'm famous, I'm gonna be
too
in
scared to come out of bed. Blah,
We're going around, so it's really easy. Living building identity.
you don't wanna trust this girl. She will try to ruin your world. When we're with all my friends, she will make all the fun end. She's a big mouth, stuck inside of my head. She's a big mouth, I'm too scared to come out of bed. Chatterbox won't stop moving her mouth. Sorry, girl, but you gotta get out. She's a big mouth, stuck inside of my head. Oh, she's a big mouth, I'm too scared to come out of bed. Oh, she's a big mouth, stuck inside of my head. She's a big mouth, I'm too scared to come out of bed.
Hey, can we go back and get some root beer? Shh. Well, that was rude. Hey, wait up!
All right, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. And I have so many questions for you guys because I was watching it and I was laughing because it was just such a funny video, first of all. But it was also the language was very sophisticated and the content was very sophisticated, which I love because, you know, you put teenagers in programs and you want it to be age-appropriate content, and it absolutely was age-appropriate content. You know, and we love when providers do that, and you guys are, you know, making sure that the content matches their age range. But it also is very technical, so I kind of want to hear about the process of not just how the lyrics were made, but the actual filming of it. You know, who was behind the camera, who was directing, how everything kind of, how did it all come together?
That was fun.
Well, yeah, first I want to give a big shout out to Kenna Wertheimer, who was Big Mouth in it. She was awesome. And Lucas and George made some funny, two more of our students in the beginning. But basically what happened was we got the song, we recorded the song, and then I just got the idea of let's see you guys, because once Lucas and George say, hey, she's got a big mouth, we got to see this, like, what's going on, like why his friends are so, you know, like can't hang out with her. So basically I got the idea, let's take a day of shooting. Let's go to City Walk, let's go to Runyon Canyon, let's go to a bunch of these places around where we live and just shoot you guys guerrilla style. And so basically Kenna's one direction was just keep talking.
Yeah, I remember that we were in City Walk and you had camera and I was right behind you, making sure that we didn't bump into oncoming
people.
traffic.
I'm walking back. I was operating. Oh, sorry. I was operating camera that whole time because when you do guerrilla style stuff, and especially, you know, we don't have big budgets or anything, and with music video you don't have to worry about sound, which is great. So I just wanted to operate camera. And I was kind of talking them through it while I was shooting. And, but yeah, we're walking through the busy thing, people going by, and, you know, Garth is there making sure, you know.
I was just
we're
kind
not,
of steering the back of the ship. It was fun.
And so these kids that are working on this this video, were they acting before? Like, how did they learn to do that? They seem so natural on camera. Is that something that they learned in your program?
Yeah, I think Kenna is just kind of a natural. Like, she's just, I think she did some acting when she was younger. She told me a little bit about she went on auditions. So it was a passion for her. And Dominique has such a deep passion for music. Acting, he's starting to get into. I think this is one of the first things where he might be with a camera up in his face that close, but he did a great job. And you know what's great about film is you can do take after take. So sometimes he was a little comfortable, give him a little direction, and he would start to loosen up, and we'd go with it. And we also listened to him, you know, like see how, didn't want it to be untrue to how he is in real life, and that's what you see there is
like
a very good representation of Dominique.
A lot of the little like, you know, the gestures, the body language he used,
Yeah,
like
little, like,
this,
ooh,
and
and
yeah,
little,
those
like,
faces.
faces.
Yeah, we just harped on that because that was so good.
And is this pretty typical for what the people going through your program are doing? I mean,
Yeah.
I know right here there's 11 songs on here, and all of them, they talk about love, they talk about your parents. They
There were themes that we. So
Okay.
one thing we've been playing with in the program is to introduce themes for the creative process. So for that, for this first session, there were two themes. One was love, and the other was society, how you fit into society, how you don't fit into society. So this song was actually more related to the kind of love and dating theme. But you know, students had different interpretations of that, of love and what it meant to them. And
Yeah, one was Abby. Abby did Love is Magic, and she just, you know, I basically said to her, when you think of love, what do you think of? She's like, love is magic. And I was like, great, and we wrote it down.
Yeah, that
She
was
like, love is awesome. Like, great, wrote it down. That became our chorus. You know,
Yeah,
love
yeah, I
is magic,
remember
love is
that.
awesome.
It's like-
Love is sad and happy. Spencer Hart and Stephen Felder, with my sister who volunteers, came up with this chorus of love is sad and happy. Love
and for
is a
those
song.
of you who don't know, Spencer was recently featured on Parenthood, and she's a really accomplished opera singer as well.
Yeah,
She's on the
yeah.
spectrum.
Love
so
Spencer.
she went through your program also.
She's one of our Spec Labbers. And they just came up, and so we were talking about the love theme, and then society. We came up with a song, "You Don't Understand." So like, you don't understand, you know, and they're just talking about how they fit in. You don't understand what it feels like, and this kind of idea.
And that was a song that you and I started the main idea, but then we had the students write all the verses and develop the content. So it's interesting, depending on the song or the idea, we may be more or less involved in the writing. It's always collaborative. Sometimes we start it, sometimes we just put it out to them and see what they throw back at us.
One I definitely want to talk about, though, because I felt was a real true collaboration, was with Lucas Salutsky, Chicken Bone. And if you can watch Chicken Bone, watch Chicken Bone.
Yes.
Lucas loves Miley Cyrus, loves her so much. So when I came up to him with this love theme, he started thinking about, you know, he came up with this love is in the world, all together or alone kind of thing, and I was helping him write it, and I said, what rhymes with alone? And he was like, chicken bone. And I'm like, what? And then so we came up with this whole idea about him finding a chicken bone in his mom's soup and making a wish, the wishbone, and falling in love with Miley Cyrus. So it's a really, like, we took what Lucas is, what he, like, who he is, but like created this, Garth created this amazing beat.
Well, there was this
created
problem
these
with that
lyrics.
song because we were kind of like, you know, this is just all over the place, but there were good ideas there. So I remember you two kind of got together and, you know,
Yeah, I just
dialed in
sat
the
down with
lyrics.
Lucas and we just kind of wrote this
And
whole
then we,
story out.
and then we hung out.
Yeah.
I think it was a late night, and we just ended up working on the beat and creating all these different sections for it. And Lucas just ate it up, loved it when he heard the beat back.
Yeah, and I'd love to show a clip of that as well. But before we do that, I want to get a little bit of information from you guys for some of the parents watching about how they can find you guys. Obviously, if you are interested, you can search on LoveMyProvider for Spectrum Labs, and we'll have all of their information listed for you guys there. But aside from that, social media, Facebook, Twitter, you know,
Right, so
where can they get hold of you?
the full name of the program is Spectrum Laboratory.
Okay.
We call it Spec Labs for short. So you can find us at www.speclabs.org. We're on Instagram at Spectrum_Laboratory. We're on Twitter at Spec_Labs. You can find our YouTube page. We have a Spectrum Laboratory YouTube page with all the videos. All of our videos and our SoundCloud. There's songs on SoundCloud.
iTunes,
so iTunes,
Perfect.
you can
And,
you can
I'll
buy
be
this
sure-
on iTunes.
Great, and we'll link everything below. So if you're watching this now, you can link below. You'll see all the links that'll take you there.
One thing I'd love to say
Sure.
is what we're doing, because we're also really into giving vocational skills, like learning about how, if they're really serious about getting jobs in the entertainment field, we share the rights for all of our, anything we create, all of our original works, we share the rights with our students, with our Spec Labbers. So if you buy the Jamboree CD on iTunes, it's going to Spectrum Laboratory and our students. So,
and we know how important that is for a lot of these individuals to have some type of income coming in from the vocational training that they're getting all over. So I love this concept. I think it's incredible. If you haven't, go on iTunes and find Jamboree, the album. You can download the songs. And before we go, I'm curious, for some of the families watching that are not based here in Los Angeles, any suggestions about what they can do to try and inspire their kids to enjoy music and film and theater and kind of all the things you're doing?
Exposure, let them see it, let them experience it, and get their feedback, see what they gravitate towards.
Yeah, another great thing is, because it's so easy to now make stuff online, take a camera, go out there and shoot a bunch of things that you love, and record yourself singing a song. Just start getting your mind thinking about how you can learn these programs like GarageBand and iMovie and things like that. They're so easy. Yeah. And it's, it takes training and stuff, but, messing around on those programs and teaching yourself. And we hope that, soon programs like ours, other programs like ours, they'll be more available all around. So people who are interested in the arts and actually becoming entertainment professionals and getting out there in the world and creating songs and being actors or things like that, can do it if they're not living in LA or New York or things like that. Like, they can put themselves out online and, find
With what you're saying about I just wanted, because you brought up the technology, the iPads and iPhones, and it's just so accessible right now. So accessible. Like, Dominique has sent me so many demos, just recording on his phone, just a voice memo. Just getting to think of this technology that everyone is consumed by and thinking of it in a creative manner is great. And, all these kids are capable of doing that.
I don't know a kid who doesn't like iPads, so
yeah,
definitely.
I know there's things like Vine now where you can do a 6-second little thing of yourself, so sing for 6 seconds and put yourself up there.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to do it, and hopefully you'll find really awesome people in your community who will want to help you create. That's really, it's all about the community, finding people within your community who have like minds, who want to just help create and raise autism awareness in a way that showing that there's so many different types of creative people on the spectrum, and that's why we're Spectrum Laboratory, because we just experiment in all different types of arts and creative arts and figure out what it is you truly love and just try to have fun and make some stuff and, be an artist.
Well, you guys are truly innovative, and it shows. And we're going to close out with a video, this last video, Chicken Bone, for you guys to enjoy. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us. And we're really looking forward to seeing you guys right here back on LoveMyProvider TV on Autism Live next week on Thursday. Bye.
Listen to the music.
Love is in the world, all together or alone. Make a wish with a chicken bone.
Alright, let's try and pop it up.
Love is in the world, all together or alone. Make a wish with a chicken bone.
Make a wish on a chicken bone. Make a wish.
My mother's chicken soup is super delish, but I saw this freaky bone and said, Mom, what's this?
It's a wishbone, honey, make a wish.
Yo, I want the love of Miley Cyrus. All of a sudden, Miley magically appeared, wearing a lacy black dress with purple diamonds on her ears. She twerked up to me and said, lovely Lucas. She stuck out her tongue and I gave her a kiss. And we danced it out, and we twerked it out. Yeah, we freaked it out, and we worked it out. Our love was in the world. We were together, not alone. My wish came true with the chicken bone. But one day, Miley explained to me that it was time to set her free. She said,
there's plenty of fish, Lucas.
To find true love, you don't need to make a wish. You don't need no chicken bone. You can find true love on your own.
You don't need no chicken bone.
Chicken bone.
No chicken bone.
Love is in the world, all together or alone. a wish with a chicken bone. Come on, chicken bone, 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 chicken bone, bone. And that's Smiley Love.